Hey, Dustin Tibbetts here, financial advisor with Jazz Wealth Managers. How you doing today? Hope you're having a great day here. Look, a lot of times when we talk about retirement investments, we're also talking about the strategy behind them, right? So a lot of people look at their Roth IRA, 401k, whatever, and they focus on the investments inside of them. That's great. You should definitely do that. Make sure they're tightened up and ready right for your goals. We help you with that here at Jazz Wealth. I hope you'll keep us in mind, jazzwealth.com. Thank you, by the way, to all of you who have decided to use us and give us a shot. I know we're a small fish in a big pond, but I'm here trying to help, and I'm thankful that you guys check us out. The investments are just half the battle. See, the strategy about how you're going to save on taxes also becomes part of the battle as well. You want to make sure that your dollars are going into the right places, so when you get to retirement, you're not taxed to death, right? Because the IRS is looking, they want the money, but they're giving you advantages along the way. And so today, what we're going to talk about is 4 types of retirement income, that income that you may use for retirement that's not taxable in retirement. So let's make this a short one, because this is our FinTips series where we just try to teach you something real quick, get out of the way, and let you get back to life. So the first thing we're going to talk about is Hsa contributions. HSAs are becoming more and more popular as we go here, just because now you can have any investment you like inside of them. They're becoming really, really popular. And one of the reasons is because the money that you put in is tax deductible. The money gets to grow tax-free, and if you take it out for qualified medical reasons or expenses, that money is tax-free as well. So you get this triple tax benefit of being able to save for what may be medical expenses, but could also be used for retirement. See, if you get to retirement, let's say you're 65, and you go, well, I never used my HSA, or I still have a balance there, you actually get to treat it as if it's a traditional IRA. That's pretty awesome. Now, the other catch to the HSA is that, let's say you're putting money in year after year after year after year, you paid some medical expenses along the way, but you didn't use the HSA to reimburse yourself, right? So, for example, $1,000 you spend in a year on medical expenses. The next year you spend $1,000, but you didn't touch the HSA, and that just kept growing. You know, you can actually go back in time retroactively and reimburse yourself for expenses that you had in a previous year. So what a lot of people do, they sort of trick the system here, and this is totally legal. You can do this. You can fill up an HSA, let it grow, continue to let it grow, pay your medical expenses along the way, and when you find that at some point in your life you need an extra $1,000 or something, you can say, hey, 3 years ago, I had a medical expense for $1,000. I'd like to pluck $1,000 out now and pretend that I'm paying that off, right? But you don't actually have to. You can use the $1,000 tax-free for anything you like. And that's not just me giving you some loophole in the system. You're actually allowed to do that. So for that reason, HSAs, very, very popular. And of course, if you need them for medical expenses and you need to take the money out to pay for a hospital bill or whatever it is, well, that's what it's there for. You get to take it out and use it for that tax-free. So don't go racking up your credit cards and things trying to pay off those medical bills. You can take control yourself and save in an HSA. So that's number 1. Number 2, which is becoming more popular as well, is reverse mortgages. I'll just put reverse mortgage there, right? Now, when these first came out, a lot of people were like, that's a scam. Come on. Who's that guy on TV? I forget the celebrity that's always on there with the mustache. A lot of people were like, you're joshing me, man. Come on, this can't be real the way it works. Well, they're not scams. They're actually a viable solution for a lot of people. It didn't really save enough for retirement. Here's the bottom line. Reverse mortgage payments are considered loan proceeds and are not considered actual payments according to the IRS. What that means is if you have a line of credit reverse mortgage, if you got a lump sum payment in a reverse mortgage in a given year, or let's say you do monthly payments, and so you're getting this monthly income, that doesn't count towards the federal tax there. So you actually get to use that money without paying federal tax on that, and so that could be one type of retirement income that's not really taxed in retirement. So something you might look towards there as well. Number 3, and this one's an easy one. We focus on these a lot. Qualified Roth distributions, right? So I'll put Roth distributions here. Qualified Roth distributions is just a fancy way of saying that you followed the rules and you took the money out when you were supposed to. For most of you, it's going to be age 59 and a half. If you happen to be disabled, buying a first-time home, have high medical expenses, those are other qualified reasons that you may be able to take money out of a Roth. But in general, what we're talking about is when you become 59 and a half, let's say you retire a year later. and so you're going on 61 years old, you can actually take money out of the Roth IRA tax-free. Now that's in contrast to the traditional IRA where you contribute money, you get a tax credit when you contribute, but then when you get to retirement, then you pay taxes. A Roth IRA is good for people that are maybe in a lower tax bracket right now or expect to be in a higher tax bracket when they get to retirement. It may make sense to not use an IRA for that and instead use a Roth IRA so that you can have some more post-tax income in retirement. By now you're already starting to see, okay, I can't just use my 401k. I need to consider the Roth 401k, the Roth IRA, maybe an HSA fits. You're going to end up with a few different buckets here to put your money into overall. All right, number 4. We're on number 4 right now. Are you downsizing? Do you envision yourself downsizing in retirement and you're going to sell off your home? Maybe you're going to get a smaller home. Okay, no problem. The capital gains that you have on the sale of your home can be forgiven, right, or non-taxed. So if you are a single person, you sell your home and you make a profit of up to $250,000, you don't pay tax on that. If you're married filing jointly and you sell your property as a couple, then you can go up to $500,000 in that case, where if you have a profit of $500,000, you don't pay tax on that. Here's the key to that, though. A lot of people try to, kind of get one over on the system here. So I tell you, you have to have used that home as your primary residence in 2 of the last 5 years. So if you had it for 2 years, rented it out for 3 years, and then you sold it, you can still sell it and not have to pay the capital gains on it. But the key is it can't be like a rental property that you've had for a while, right? It has to be that it was a primary residence within the last 5 years there. So that is tip number 4. I'll give you a bonus one if you like one, just as I'm thinking about it here. Life insurance proceeds. So if you are the beneficiary of a life insurance payout due to the death of the policyholder, whoever it may be, generally that's not considered taxable either. So it might be something that you want to consider as well. I'm not saying you make that part of your retirement plan. It's just something that comes up a lot. People ask that question. In short, here is the lesson of the day. A strategy around the investing accounts that you use is just as important as the investments you put in the account. Now, when it comes to the investments or the strategy, if you need any help, you know where to find us. Jazz Wealth Managers, says so on the shirt, always says so on the shirt there. I appreciate you guys keeping us in mind. We also do a class every day. It's called The Closing Beat. It is live on our YouTube channel at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. We go over the stock market, what happened, the good, the bad, and the ugly for the day there. So you can bring your questions. I'm happy to help. If you have investments that you're just not sure what to do with, I could try to help you there as well. Live on our YouTube channel, Jazz Wealth Managers. In the meantime, I will thank you for paying attention during this video and giving us a shot to teach you something here. We're very focused on education at Jazz Wealth. Enjoy the rest of your day, and maybe we'll see you later at the closing beat.
Why should you choose Jazz Wealth as your retirement or long-term investing service? Our portfolios are managed by us, not some faceless mutual fund manager. Our private classes will teach you everything about investing and getting your dough straight. Best of all, our fiduciary standard means your best interest comes before ours.